Hey y'all, welcome in. It is happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all. Had to show y'all my little mini shirt. I absolutely love it, y'all. Isn't she cute with her clovers in her hands? And I do have my little um suspenders from DT on as well. Y'all, come on in, come on in. Your girl here just to share a couple of fun facts and just share a few minutes with you guys on this day, y'all. And y'all know I love green, so this was so fun to do. I really like to kind of just share with you guys like maybe some things you didn't know. So I did write down a couple of facts. First, I want to welcome in all of my subbies, whether you have been with me from the very beginning. I appreciate you so much. And for all of you guys comments and likes and shares, y'all share the video as well. You never know who may be interested in like Dollar Tree hauls or decor or Rae Dunn or little cook with me quick ideas that you can make at home. Yes, honey, share the videos. So we do have a couple of facts that I want to share with you guys. And also we're going to do, because it is still Women's History Month, we're going to do a short story. We're going to pick out another story or another young lady who has made history some type of way. I am so excited to share with you guys today, y'all. So let me know in the comments what you guys are doing. And do I have anyone of Irish descent? Do I have anyone who, celebrate St. Patrick's Day with their family? And what do you do? Let me know down in the comments. I found out some things that were really quite interesting. And I was like, oh, wow. So I did do this kind of video last year. And I will try to link it in this video so you can go back and watch the one I did last year. So some of the information that I found, of course, yes, I found it last year as well. But then I do think I found a couple of other things that I personally did not know myself. So our first fun fact is the reason that we celebrate St. Patty's Day on March 17th. So the reason that we celebrate it on that particular day, it's actually the day that St. Patrick passed away, or the day that he died. So they use that day to celebrate him. And that's one fun fact I don't think I knew. That was why, or that was the day that they celebrated. That was the reason why they celebrated on March 17th every year. Also, now this fact I do remember finding out last year, that St. Patrick was actually born, guys, in Britain. Okay, he was born in Britain, but during the Roman period, he was actually taken to Ireland to become a slave against his will. And I do think I remember finding that out last year, guys. And so I thought that was really something. But I also know he finally escaped, or he was finally free. And when he got free, he went back to Ireland. Or let's let me make sure I'm saying this right, y'all. Okay, after he was free, he became a priest. And he was later made the first bishop of Ireland, y'all. Okay, it is believed that he is the one that brought Christianity to Ireland. I did not know that. So that's a fun fact that I taught myself. I was like, oh, wow, okay. So that's great to know. And so we know that St. Patty's Day is kind of synonymous with a lot of different little things that we see like behind me. We know that they celebrate with like the rainbows, the color green, also, what is this? See, the color green, rainbows, and leprechauns. Yes, y'all. So we have these different things that are synonymous with it. And so I kind of wanted to give some of those and kind of why they chose some of these things that they use to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, okay? So one of the things they have is the harp. I don't have a picture of a harp with me, but I did not, and that's another thing I had not found from last year, was the harp. It is a special significant piece for the Irish as a national emblem, okay, guys? It was used as a rebellious symbol of Irish pride. Okay, so you might have seen the harp in different pictures or on different things, and so that is one of the things that they represents, or that they use to celebrate St. Patty's Day. And then we also know about the shamrock, of course. This is very, very synonymous. We always see these, and as you can see, there are three leaves on here, right? So this is like a 3-leaf clover, but if you have 4, so it says the shamrock is a symbol of Ireland. It usually has 3 leaves on it, unless you're lucky. If you find one with 4 on it, then you are really lucky, because it's supposed to bring you good luck if there are 4 leaves on it. I was like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. I don't think I knew that either. But since St. Patrick was a Christian saint who preached God's word to a country that was transitioning from paganism, he used the beautiful clover as a way to kind of explain or represent what God wanted for us, which was hope, love, and faith. Okay, guys? So the 3 leaves were hope, love, and faith. I was like, wow, I absolutely love that. And then we also know that we celebrate with rainbows. So we got our rainbow here, and then we do have it here. Again, the reason that they celebrate, or the rainbow is a part of it, because St. Patrick, being a man of God and teaching God's word, he was thinking of God's word. So it says that he used the rainbow to kind of remember God's promise to never flood the earth again the way he did back in the beginning. So it was God's promise. And I was like, wow, like that is so amazing. I never knew that. Like I never thought about it that way. So that's why rainbows are kind of synonymous, because of God's promise. And next, y'all, another thing that we see a lot of, like I just said, the leprechaun, right? The leprechaun. So that's a mythical fairy creature that they say, like, it's a lot of different things they say about the leprechauns, but it's said that if you catch one, that he has to tell you where his gold is. And a lot of times I think we hear it's supposed to be at the end of the rainbow, or it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Some things, I guess, that just kind of got made up along the way. But yeah, he's another thing synonymous with St. Patrick's Day. And then another fun fact, which I did share, I believe, in my video from last year, but I didn't know why. So did you guys know originally green was not the color for St. Patrick's Day? Nope. Can you guess really quick before I tell you what it is? What color did they wear for St. Patrick's Day? I'm going to give you a second. Type it down in the comments, y'all. Okie dokie. So you got your answer down there? Okay. So the color actually was blue, guys. I was like, blue? I'm so used to green that I just can't even picture the blue. But yes, blue was the color. It says that blue was the color for Ireland, but around the 18th through the 20th century, there was a divide between the Irish and the British crown. So around in 1798, they changed it to green, because you have to remember there was a lot of green in Ireland, and then they had the clovers that was green, and so they felt like green would be a better color, so they went with green, guys. It says also another thing with wearing green. If you wear green on this day, it's supposed to make you invisible to leprechauns. And why do you want to be invisible to leprechauns, you say? Well, if they can see you, it says the leprechaun will see you and pinch you. So did you feel a pinch today because you didn't wear your green? I was like, oh my goodness, that is so funny. I have never heard of that little thing. But yeah, so it's like, that's why now green is the color. So it can make you invisible to the leprechauns, so they're not pinching you. But you're also invisible if you're going to try to find one to get to his pot of gold. He can't see you. That's funny to me, y'all. It says some of their traditional foods that they enjoy, or Irish foods that they like to enjoy on this day, is like shepherd's pie. So if you had shepherd's pie before, it's kind of like the mashed potatoes cooked on top. You got your veggies. A lot of times it's some type of beef meat in there. So and lots of veggies. But they also have corned beef and cabbage and Irish soda bread, which I did see a lot of beautiful Irish soda bread at my local grocery store. I was like, oh, that is so cool. And they actually sprinkled green sugar on it. I was like, I'm loving the green, y'all. I'm loving the green. But yeah, I just wanted to share some of those fun facts with you guys. I do remember a little bit though from last year that actually corned beef was not instituted. It was not the first meat. I do believe there was another meat used in place of corned beef. Somehow corned beef got instituted later on down the line. So it was not always corned beef and cabbage. I can't remember exactly what the meat was, so I'm not going to say, but I do remember somehow in my video from last year finding out that it didn't start off with corned beef. So like I say, I will link that video in here so you can go back and watch that one from last year. So just wanted to share some of that quick fun with you guys and some quick facts with you guys. And so also we're going to read another story really quickly. Remember, these are about 3 to 5 minutes long, probably more like 3 minutes long. Because I also love sharing, this history and what we as women can accomplish, okay, when we put our mind to something. All right, so we're going to get started. Today our person name is Adina Ann Makowski. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Makowzinski, okay. She was born in Victoria, Canada, okay guys, in 1997. So it says, like most kids, Ann loved to play with toys, but the toys she spent hours playing with were a bit unusual and totally one of a kind. Ann's parents did not buy her store-bought toys. Instead, they gave her materials like cardboard, tape, wire, and scraps of paper and encouraged her to make her own playthings. Y'all, is that nice? But you know what? That little thing gave me a little memory that me and my twin, we did used to love to get. Like, I remember us having a big box. I don't know what my parents had delivered. It was something big though, huge. And I remember me and my sister kind of making like our own house out of it. So it was something big, like maybe a box for a fridge. I don't know, but it was big enough for us. We were about 8 or 9, and I remember making like a whole house. Like, we cut out a door and windows, and we would go in and play inside. So maybe that was ingenious of her parents. Let's see. It says they weren't trying to be mean. They were encouraging her to use her imagination. Oh, yes, y'all. And it worked. By age 7, Ann was inventing gadgets, machines, and toys. Her love for inventing grew into a love for all things scientific. And by the time she got to middle school, she was enthusiastically entering science fairs every year. Her big break came when she was 15, and she had invented the hollow flashlight, y'all. A flashlight powered solely by body heat. No batteries. She got the idea when she heard about a problem. A friend of hers was living in the Philippines, and her family could not afford electricity. Because she couldn't study at night, she failed all of her classes at school. Ann knew that there must be a solution. She remembered a previous science fair project where she used Peltor tiles, which produce electricity when one side is heated and the other side is cooled. She thought about how those tiles could be used to power a flashlight. After many sketches, dead ends, do-overs, and prototypes, she finally figured it out. And the hollow flashlight took first place at the Google Science Fair, y'all. And also invented the e-drink, a coffee cup that charges your phone with the excess heat of your beverage. What? Oh yes, y'all. The idea for it came from 2 common problems that Ann saw on her high school campus. Everyone's phone batteries were always low, and people had to wait a long time while their too hot coffee cooled. She combined the 2 and came up with an innovation. I'm not the best in my class, and I probably never will be, she says, but I can think and I can solve problems when I see them. Ann has a popular YouTube channel where she talks about everything from her cat to her favorite old-fashioned movie stars, to her latest inventions. She clearly loves science, but she surprised some people when she decided to study English literature in college. Whoa. Anne just laughed. She thinks it's silly that people assume you can love only one thing. Okay, y'all? A true scientist is fascinated by all aspects of the world around her, and Anne wants to learn about all of it. Oh, I absolutely love that. Love, love, love that. So again, her name is Adina Makowsinski. I don't know if you want to try to look her up. But yeah, I find that so amazing. I was like, yes, I absolutely love that story. And what is it? Invention comes out of necessity? It does. Everything that has been invented is because we were trying to solve a problem. I'm always thinking to myself, what can I make that other people could use and need? I've always thought like that myself. I've always loved biological sciences myself. But I do like the idea of solving problems. If I can come up with a way to solve the problem, I try to. So I absolutely love that. Just stopping through with you guys. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you enjoyed these fun facts and our quick little story time. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and don't forget, hit that like. Please hit that like. I definitely appreciate it. Share the video. Like I said, maybe somebody else might want to know some of these fun facts. And comment down below, what are you and your family doing? And if you are, of Irish descent, kind of what do you and your family do to celebrate this day? Love you guys. Catch you in our next video.